Boop. Happy Monday. Today is Monday, January the 31st, 2022, and today's daily Bible readings come to us from Psalm 56, 1 Kings 17, 8 through 16, and then 1 Corinthians 2, 6 through 16. I'm going to take a look at 1 Corinthians and talk about God's wisdom. We speak about God's wisdom in this text. And Paul is talking a lot about it. He makes it quite clear that the knowledge that we have access to as believers is very different from, as he puts it, the wisdom of this age or of the rulers of this age. In other words, like the common understanding about wisdom and the common wisdom and things that people understood or do understand, especially the common things that especially the very powerful seem to understand, um, would have understood at his time, understand today. So what's the big difference? Well, as he puts it, it's temporal, right? In other words, it's passing, it's fleeting, it's just kind of about this world and just kind of about this the things as they are, and it doesn't transcend that. As he puts it, well, it's stuck in time, and so it's gonna pass away. But he says, like God himself, the knowledge that God shares with us as believers is eternal. He uses the language of secret and hidden and prepared in advance for those who love him, which sounds kind of exclusive. But when I read this, I think about also kind of the culture that he was dealing with and things that were going on in the world. In a lot of ways, not very different from some of the things that we have to deal with today, although they're not probably as big and cool and powerful as they were back then. But sort of the mystery cults is what they would have called them back then, and kind of secret societies is what, like, John Wesley and Charles Wesley would have referred to. Matter of fact, when you were a Methodist in their day, and for a long time afterwards, if you were going to be a Methodist, you couldn't participate in these secret societies that were really just kind of carryovers of the Gnostic religions of Paul's time. um, these religions that they claimed to have these exclusive rights to special knowledge, and only they had it. But you too could have access, and know these things and control this power yourself. If you simply bought into it, literally by buying into it, into their club. You'd pay money and you'd be indoctrinated, and you'd go through these special rites and rituals where you'd be um, become a special member of the special club and have these, and then they'd have these secrets, where you'd make oaths and commitments. Remember, swearing an oath where Jesus tells you not to. Um, Reenact things that kind of like you act out your death, and you're saying, "Oh, if I tell the secrets of our secret society, may you can kill me," kind of things. And so you too could know all those things if you bought into that. And then that you would move up through the degrees of enlightenment, and through the 7 levels of the candy cane forest, and you too could have all the special knowledge, because the best thing then is too that you can, when you see the other people that have been through the 7 levels of the candy cane forest, then you can greet each other with a wink and a nod and a special handshake, because and they know that and you know that they know that and you know that nobody else around you knows. Because what's the fun of having the secret society and secret knowledge if everybody knows, if you can't exclude people? um you got to keep some people out to keep it cool. In other words, hey, you're not, you haven't been through all the levels, so you don't get to participate. So but here's the thing that Paul's saying: God's knowledge doesn't work like that. It's open source, as it were. It's out there for everyone, but Paul acknowledges that not everyone is going to want it. Which, admittedly, for a lot of the people that think that way, once you tell them that everybody can have this gift, that this is a thing that he gives to just people who love him, that kind of takes all the fun out of it for them. So for those who love him, the gift is free, and the gift that is given is one of discernment. As John Wesley says, it's the ability to discern the nature of our relationship to God, how he loves us and what he intends for us, and also being able to discern, do we really love him in kind? Are we loving him back the way we should? And then, as Charles Wesley also says, that the ability to it's the ability to discern the nature of others and their relationship to God, so that we might encourage others then to pursue the God who loves them and wants to give them his knowledge. If they'll just love him, they don't have to go through all the 7 layers of the candy cane forest. Anyway, that's the DBR for today. Get out, enjoy the day, and we'll be back tomorrow. Boop.